The school hallway was buzzing with laughter and footsteps when Aisha clutched her books tightly against her chest, walking quickly to avoid the usual stares. She was the kind of girl who kept her head down, who whispered instead of spoke, and who wished every day that she could just blend into the walls. But that day, fate had something different planned. A group of notorious bullies spotted her, the kind of boys who thrived on weakness and enjoyed making others squirm. Their leader, Daniel, smirked as he whispered something to his friends. Aisha felt her heart pound harder. She quickened her pace, praying they wouldn't notice. But in seconds, they closed in. One of the boys tried to snatch her notebook, laughing as he tugged at her bag. In the struggle, Daniel's hand accidentally brushed across her chest. The entire hallway seemed to freeze in that horrifying second. Aisha's face flushed with shame, fear, and anger all at once. She had been enduring taunts and harassment for months, but this was beyond her limit. Something inside her snapped, not out of hate, but out of survival. Her father's words rang in her mind. Self-defense is not about fighting, it's about protecting your dignity, your safety, and your soul. Her body moved before her mind even caught up. She twisted Daniel's wrist with lightning speed, the training she had practiced in her room for months flowing through her veins like instinct. A sharp elbow strike sent him stumbling backward. His friends lunged at her in shock, but Aisha pivoted, landing a controlled but firm kick that knocked one boy off his balance. The others tried to grab her, but she sidestepped using their own weight against them. In mere seconds, 3 boys were sprawled on the floor, groaning in pain, while the hallway echoed with stunned gasps and murmurs. The shy, quiet girl had just done the unthinkable. But the victory was not without challenge. Almost immediately, whispers spread like wildfire. Some students clapped quietly, admiring her courage, while others mocked her, twisting the story into something cruel. Teachers were called, parents summoned, and suddenly Aisha found herself at the center of a storm she had never asked for. Daniel's family threatened to file a complaint, accusing her of overreacting and painting their son as the victim. Aisha felt the crushing weight of fear. What if she was expelled? What if her dreams ended here? All because she defended herself? That night, sitting with her parents, tears rolled down her cheeks as she whispered, "Maybe I should have just stayed quiet. Maybe fighting back made it worse." Her mother gently wiped her tears, while her father placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "Aisha, courage always comes with a price. But never mistake silence for peace. You didn't fight to hurt them. You fought to protect yourself, and that is never wrong." Those words lit a fire in her heart, reminding her that she had stood up not only for herself but for every silent girl who carried fear in her chest. The following week, the school held a meeting. Students, teachers, and parents gathered to hear both sides. Daniel sat smirking, his arm in a sling for dramatics. When it was Aisha's turn to speak, she stood trembling, her knees weak. But her voice, for the first time, did not waver. She told them everything: the harassment, the humiliation, and how that accidental grab had been the breaking point. She explained her self-defense training, making it clear she hadn't attacked out of anger, but reacted to protect herself. By the time she finished, the room was silent. Many students had tears in their eyes, realizing how often they had witnessed bullying and done nothing. The principal finally spoke. "Self-defense is a right. What Aisha did was brave, not wrong. From today, this school will start anti-bullying programs, and we will ensure no student feels unsafe again." The bullies were suspended, but more importantly, the tide of opinion shifted. For the first time, Aisha walked through the halls not with her head down but with her chin lifted. Some students patted her shoulder, others simply smiled. But what mattered most was the strength she discovered inside herself. The message of her journey was clear. Sometimes courage lies dormant until life forces it awake. Aisha never wanted a fight, but she learned that defending herself wasn't violence, it was survival. And in her strength, she inspired others to find theirs. She wasn't just the shy girl anymore. She was proof that silence could turn into power, and fear could transform into resilience. Final message for audience: no matter how quiet, shy, or overlooked you feel, you carry a strength inside you that even bullies cannot break. Self-defense is not about hurting others. It's about protecting your dignity and your right to feel safe. When you find that courage, you don't just stand for yourself. You stand for everyone who has ever been afraid to.